Well, this is kind of interesting. Really interesting. I flipped the camera on my laptop and I swear I look different. I had done this other video and it was so awesome. I talked about everything. I talked about work today. I talked about my doctor and this one stupid, ridiculous thing she said once, one of the many. And I talked about my sex life. Yeah, that lasted like 2 seconds. And then, you know, the non existence and the ongoing non existence, the assured, what's the word for it? The assured, I didn't even, what's the word? The assured extinction of it. Not that it wasn't already extinct, but now it's, that's the last nail in the coffin right there. It's dead now. But like I said, hey, there's hope. And because it could just be 2 years or 3 or 4. And shoot, I could be a sexually active senior. You never know. So, yeah, because everything might be handled by then. And anyway, 2 more years, can do it standing on my head. 4 more years, I won't even feel it. Whatever. So then I talked about these lines because those are the lines that my doctor was very afraid of. After she did this to my face, and by this I mean my pegs. After she did, which is mainly on this side, because this was the side I was twitching on, and oh God, don't twitch your face, especially don't twitch your face in front of my ex dermatologist because she'll come after you. And yeah, I'm in a weird mood today, and so I can't believe I'm laughing about it. Anyway, oh, so the first time I went to her and I'm like, dude, well, I didn't say dude. Actually, I think I was like crying and going, what the hell happened to my face? What did you do? And I was like standing in the mirror and I'm like, help me understand. What did you do? What needs to come undone? And I'm standing up by the mirror and she's sitting back there with her little notepad, like taking notes, like, oh, patient is freaking out. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm freaking out. I'm like, help me understand. Cause like when I smile, like weird stuff happens and everything's weird. Non-smile, smile, everything's weird. And so I'm like, help me understand. What did you do? Where did you put it? And what has to change before my face can go back to normal? And I'm like standing there and she wouldn't even come up to the mirror. And I'm like, help me understand. I'm like, I can feel this. I can feel, like what, needs to help me understand what needs to happen for this to go away. She wouldn't come up to the mirror, so I was distressed. So I was doing that. Oh, don't do that in front of my dermatologist because she gets that distresses her. Because like once I started doing that, and I was like, because I was crying actually, which I never do, but I was so frustrated. I was like, dude, what did you do to my face? And when's it gonna, fix it? And and so I'm sitting there and I'm like crying. I got my forehead going like that. And then she got upset. She's like, don't do that. You're going to get forehead wrinkles. I'm just like, this is her fear. She like has injected wads of goo into my face. I'm having trouble like moving my mouth and everything. And I'm freaking out. And she's upset I'm going to get forehead wrinkles. And it occurred to me later, if only I would have been so upset, it might have occurred to me then, is I should have said, well, who cares? You probably got a shot for that too, right? Because God forbid, oh no, a line. And yeah, and so I got to cross off another day this morning. Yay, one more day down. Every day another video. I might do it that way if it gets me through. Oh, and the shirt I have, what do you think of my implants? Refund? Get it? It's funny because anyone looking at me would be like, she has implants, but they wouldn't know where to look. Gotta look right here. Right here. Okay, so you can't see it at the moment, but I took an awesome picture of it on the way to work. Awesome. Like the sun was shining on it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway. That's hard. This is like the camera's reversed, so it's... Anyway, it's there. So I took an awesome picture on the way to work, and it was like this. I did it like this, the angle, and you can see it. Actually, you can kind of see right there. You can see glue. And then and I took a picture, and yeah, and I'm hoping someday to use it in a court of law. Yeah. And yeah, because I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be like justice is served. That's what I'm gonna say. I hope it gets served. My big thing is I want it to never happen to anyone again. Not to me. Obviously, I'll never be taken advantage of like this again, but I don't want it to happen to anyone else either. And I don't know how much I can say in this video, but mounting evidence suggests that she has created clones. I'll put it that way. She has created clones that are in her needle zombie world, and they all need to be stopped. Yeah. How do you call yourself a doctor and you think that a face is something to be tampered with? A face that is not in ill health should have something injected into it and lodged into it. Like, why don't I just go to the doctor and say, hey, could you just drive a spike into my head and we'll see how long it stays there? Let's see how long it takes for it to biodegrade, because that's what we're doing now. I'm just an experiment waiting to see how long it takes for my body. And that's what happens now, is now they blame my body. It's up to my body to figure out how to break this stuff down. So now if it doesn't go away, it's my shortcoming. Isn't it great the way they... Okay, most patients are a little more on board with what's going on the input side, but even so, it's a pretty crappy way to create a product, is to say, here it is, and the manufacturer says, we're not responsible for what happens to it, with it from here. We just manufactured the stuff. We're out of the game after the doctor buys it. So the doctor buys it, and then they inject it. And then they say, well, now I'm out of the game because now it's up to your body how you break it down. And anything that goes wrong, like this, I'm now getting blamed actually. She asked me all kinds of questions. Do I eat soy? Well, what if I do? Is this my fault now because I drink soy milk one day? Like, I don't actually eat much soy. I tend to avoid it, but so what if I do? And this didn't come with any instructions. There was no talk on the front end of it. If I do this, she asked me, am I eating a good diet? Am I eating soy? When I said no, she said, good. What? What's going to happen if I eat soy? Am I going to get facial implants? Oh, wait, no, I already have those because you put them there and it has nothing to do with soy. What else did she ask me? Questions to imply that if I don't manage myself right, bad things will happen. Well, in my opinion, the bad thing happened in the half-hour period that it took her, if that, to shoot this crap into my face. That's when the bad thing happened, and anything that happened after that isn't my fault. But now it's all on me. However long it takes me to degrade this stuff is, well, that's my to do now. So every day I wake up and I make a vegetable and fruit smoothie in the hope and semi belief that maybe these things will help break it down. I used to be vegan and I started eating meat again because I also believe that the um, enzymes in animal meat might help me, because it's enzymes that break this down. It's specifically an enzyme called hyaluronidase, which I never heard of before and I wish I'd never heard of now. But I'm hoping that by eating other animals, it's horrible, by eating carcasses, that perhaps I can take in enough damaging enzymes that I can damage my own skin to the point where hopefully the enzymes will not differentiate between my skin and this and will break it down and not just damage my own skin, which is what hyaluronidase does, is breaks down skin. Well, I didn't say that right. It breaks down hyaluronic acid, which, as it breaks down, degrades skin. So, unfortunately, the process that I am hoping for and reliant on now is the very process that's gonna cause, uh, I don't know, some kind of bad effects on the rest of my skin. I'm not even sure what, other than a breaking down of it. Whatever it takes. So, yep. Ta-da. That's today. Today is Monday, May 5th.